Yeah, Joe, I'd echo a lot of the things that Katie said. I liked the opening, the dramatic statement that you had, kind of the illustration of the vaccine thing is another way that sometimes people get a little bit out of control in how they perceive some of this information. Your point of view was actually pretty clear. I didn't think the preview was very strong, so that's one place that I disagree a little bit with her. It seemed like you started to have a preview, and then it sort of deteriorated into a vision as opposed to a map. And so I think you needed to have something a little bit more structured there. And I thought that that also was a little bit problematic during the speech, that there wasn't as clear an organization as there could be. I didn't think things got jumbled together very much, because I thought things developed pretty smoothly. But from a listener's point of view, I think we could use a little bit more help. The comment about the citations, I wrote in a couple of places that there's a lot of factual data here that probably isn't hard for us to accept. You know, the Earth's 4 billion years old. I don't think you need a source citation on that. I was a little iffy about the seashells on the top of the mountain. I'm going, well, maybe I need to have a little bit of information on that. I know you know that somehow, so you found that information out. Tell us how you found that information out. Some of the other things, though, I think you needed to give us the source citations about the changes in the atmosphere on Io. The information, I mean, you did have the picture that you analyzed from the Al Gore book, so I thought that that was okay. You cite the Cato Institute. That's the only source citation that I got. It's in the last part of the speech. You don't really seem certain about who the Cato Institute is, and I thought that was a little bit problematic. And it's not really a direct quote. It's more of a kind of a paraphrase of their conclusions. It's like, let me take everything that's in the whole book and summarize it in a couple of sentences, and I'm going to plug this in here instead of using quotes from that. The Cato Institute is a think tank. There are a whole bunch of think tanks out there that analyze information. Sometimes they have a political perspective that they do that from. So you want to make sure, and they're pretty well known. The Brookings Institution, Rand Institute, or the Rand Corporation. There are a whole bunch of places. You've probably heard of some of these other groups, so they fall in that category. The thing I liked about the speech a lot, your visualization is very good when you were talking about the heating and cooling and heating process of the Earth. I thought you had a very good visualization with the time span that we were talking about in the history of recorded temperatures, and you put it in the perspective of that 52 seconds in a person's entire life. That's basically what we've got, and I like that. So I thought that you did a good job on that. All the presentation stuff is really solid. You look at the audience when you're talking to us, you're pretty fluid. Once in a while you stumble over something, but that's just a natural sort of thing. You're talking to human beings. You're not reading from a script, and so that's going to happen occasionally. I didn't see anything problematic about it. I thought you had excellent eye contact, good vocal variety. I like the jacket, and it looks like you actually combed your hair a little bit, so there's you get a bonus point on that one. That sort of thing. I did think it was kind of funny that you mentioned, if you took the temperatures out in Valencia at Magic Mountain 40 years ago, and I started thinking about it, you know what? I think it was 40 years ago in 1970 that I spent 2 weeks out working at Magic Mountain. Yeah, it's pretty much the same temperature. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Random thought. All right.